one of the questions that one of you proposed was, we had Kirsten on last season. If you had to pick just one other author from the past season, who would you really want to come on?
Thistle.
Thistle.
Yeah.
Thistle. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone?
Yeah, me too.
Wants
Yeah.
Jesse Thistle.
Resounding.
Yeah, me too.
Jesse Thistle.
Yes.
Okay, since everyone wants Jesse Thistle, what's your second?
Oh, Yuval Noah Harari too would be really
right?
awesome.
He's my
Like, that
second
wouldn't
choice
suck.
too.
But
He's
I don't think
tied, kinda.
I wouldn't be able to talk. I'd be like,
Not on any level.
Hard.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, like and you can't have like a Marshall Rosenberg because he's a ghost. That would be very interesting.
Okay, my choice is, I actually
A
love
non-violent ghost.
Thank
He's very
goodness.
communicative, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be interesting to have Karma Brown on the show, and guess what? We are going to have Karma Brown on the show. Yay! Next season, at some point, all you listeners
Yeah.
will
We should
hear us
note
chat
that
with
that's
Karma
why we
Brown.
didn't say her right now.
Yeah, that's
I
why
think that'll be
was
really
coming.
fun.
Wanted the lead up.
That's
yeah,
great.
that was
She's
really
gonna come.
exciting.
I know,
news.
it's so exciting, right? She's gonna come
Yeah,
on.
so
And then Kara, you don't want
There's-
Clarissa?
I do, but when I had to
Clarissa.
choose, I was like, I really want Jesse Thistle. But yeah, I
What
think
about
as
Glennon
my
Doyle?
second. No,
Kara
I think
wants
I would
everyone.
choose.
She
I
wants
think I
everyone.
would choose. Well, yeah, that's true. Because like part of my values are inclusion. When you have a value that is inclusion, sometimes it's problematic. So yes, I want all the authors. And if I did have to choose after Jesse Thistle, I think I would go with Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Yeah.
That'd be
Faux
cool.
show.
I think that
I
would
think
be
it
a
would
good
be
one
cool.
too. Storytelling.
Totally. I think also having if in my fantasy, if Glennon and Abby came on together, that would be pretty amazing.
That would be.
I really love Abby so much.
Isn't she fantastic? Yeah.
So since we've said that, which one of you, if you could reread any book from last season, which I think we all know, which would you read?
I can answer for
Reread.
everyone. Do you want to say it together on three?
One,
Yeah.
two,
1, 2, 3. From the ashes.
Untamed. No, just kidding.
What did you say?
I said
Untamed?
Untamed. I should have said Women Who Run with the Wolves. But I was just kidding. It's
You didn't
obviously
read it the
from
first time.
ashes.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone was like, when we were giving the final book report and saying if we recommend it, everyone's like, yes, From the Ashes, you're right, we recommend it. We were rereading it, everyone loves it. If there was another book, what would the second book be?
I refer to Seeing Red all the time.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
that's a good one. I think I might reread Sapiens because of my memory
yeah.
issues. Like by the time I got to
and
the
it's
end,
just
I
too
forgot
much.
what happened.
I
in the
still
beginning.
haven't actually finished it. I went to certain parts and went back, and remember I was dealing with 2 books at one point.
This is true. Very true.
Yeah.
If
I would definitely
I'd
do
read-
Women Who Run with the Will.
Me too,
Women
Kara.
who-
I
yeah,
was like,
for sure.
Wow,
I'll go
back
that's
there
such
for
a
sure.
perfect you two choice. You guys need to get matching wolf tattoos. Lobas.
Okay.
A couple of lobas is what you are. A couple
Okay.
of fucking lobas.
Don't give me ideas.
Yeah.
I probably will reread Sapiens, but this might be a bit of a surprise. But sometimes I read the stories in Women Who Run with the Wolves.
The stories
that's
are
what I would
good.
My daughter loves
stories are
them.
great.
She loves like Skeleton Woman, and she loves she loves all those stories.
Skeleton
The,
Woman is such a good visual story. It
Yeah.
sparked my imagination so much. It was so like Terminator
Yeah, is
style.
Skeleton Woman the one that takes place on the boat with
Yeah,
the? Oh yeah,
Unravel-
that was the one.
yeah,
that was really
Unravel.
you love that
I
one.
called Sarah.
That was the one you
You
called me about.
unraveled.
I like.
You became those Skeleton Woman.
Unravel me.
I was even.
Unravel me. What?
I was.
Why would
I felt
anyone
like I
unravel
was
me?
the skeleton. You know,
Ew.
when in,
Don't do
the
no
Little
move like that.
Mermaid when Ursula crawls across.
Yes,
the
exactly
thing,
like Ursula.
I felt like I was like that. Oh my god! I didn't even know what I was saying to Sarah on the phone. I just knew I needed to connect with her, and I'm like, it's okay. She'll be able to read my brain. She'll know.
I did. Well, because I read the book too, and I was like, what? Of course people are going to unravel you.
And I was like, no.
They won't go to that
Of
effort.
I'm too tangled.
Tangled.
I was literally convinced of it. I was like, no one will give me their tears.
Leah will on Sundays.
Yeah, exactly.
I
See Leah
know.
on a Sunday. She's got extra tears.
Book interrupted.
My interruption is procrastinating. Holla 4% fix. Here we go. Ooh. These are pumpkin pecan cheesecakes in a jar with a caramel crumb top, because I'm crazy. So that's what I've been doing instead of working. and letting everything else fall apart. Happy interruptions, everyone.
Book interrupted.
I think the best last question is, which book are you most looking forward to in the next season?
I'm looking
Talking to
forward to my
strangers.
book.
You're not, or did you say you are?
I am. I
Oh,
really
they're
want
like,
to
I'm
read my
not looking
book,
forward
but
to
I'm
mine.
not
Because-
looking forward. I wonder if anyone else is going to like it.
I
Like,
think
I've
that
been
your
really looking
book,
forward
I
to
can't.
it.
I think it's fascinating, Mare.
What
I
the
think your
Robin
book is
knows.
going to be like the sleeper hit of the book cycle.
Which,
Yeah, I'm
but
looking
you got to say what book it is, so
What
they
the
can.
Robin knows. It's about deep bird language. It's a little bit. It's not about deep, serious subjects, but I think it's going to be good.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
going to
think
be
it's
like an
get us
animal woman
outside.
who run with the wolves. Do you know what I mean? Like it's going to be really, really meaningful, but just told through birds.
Birds.
And it says it uses science and indigenous wisdom together, which I'm really excited about.
I wanted to choose braiding
You go.
sweetgrass and then I didn't, and I like whatever. And then when I read the back of Mare's book, it reminded me of the reason why I would want to do braiding sweetgrass. I feel like it's thematically similar, that what the Robin knows. What book am I looking forward to most? I think I'm looking forward to Talking to Strangers most, just because I enjoyed the last Malcolm Gladwell book I read like immensely. Like it was so good. And maybe that was a surprise because I had never read him before when I read that. So anyway, I think from that first experience, it's making me think that this one is going to be another great read.
I'm looking forward to my book, The Fun Home, because I've never read a graphic novel before, because it's going to be quick. So it'll be great for everyone because it's during the summer. So everyone can
Yeah.
have a quick read during the summer.
I actually have a suggestion. So I thought that was the next book. And so I started reading it. So I read one chapter of it. And for me, there is like, I don't even know how to come up with a quantity, but way more than I'm used to, words that I don't know what they mean. Like so my suggestion is that we write down the words that we don't know. And then maybe we could have a little mini game of Balderdash. Have you ever played that
Hey.
game where you,
Oh,
Guess what it's
Great
about?
idea.
there's so many. And I'm like, okay, Balderdash is a game where you have a word that would be normally uncommon. And so the real definition is in the pile. And then everybody else makes up a fake definition and tries to fool people into picking their definition. So say the words like loompa, right? You'd be like, oh, a sponge found in the ocean, only on the West Coast. And then whatever. And then the real answer could be like loompa, the fun times at a party. I don't know. And then everyone has to guess like what the real definition is. And the people who wrote the definition that got chosen that is not the real one get points, and you get points if you pick the right one.
Oh, I like it.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
And
Yeah,
there's
I
a
know.
lot. Yeah, I found there was a
Do
lot
it.
of vocabulary there where I'm like, so anyway, it made me think that. So that's my suggestion. So like there's a little homework for you guys when you read that book. Write down all the words you don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot
And I'll
of
do that.
literary references in the book, I know for sure. And they made a musical, and there's a whole thing to do with we'll talk about it during the book. But I have a whole lot of other things that have come from the book and pulp culture that have spread out, which is really interesting too. So,
Cool.
And we'll do
like
the
it.
Balderdash thing for the off the shelf that's happening in the next season. Off
Sure.
the shelf. Yeah. Great.
So sorry, you were saying that you're looking forward to your book, Lindsay, and I'm sorry I
Yeah.
cut you off to get that in there.
No, that's great. And yes, I am looking forward to my book. That's all I have to say. Anyone else?
Well, again, I'm not going to be specific and clear and choose just one, like for the like Meredith's book, because it's just so, I would never choose it. So I love that I'm in a book club where I will get exposed to this because we have all of us weighing in on different choices. I just think anything that reminds us of the wisdom of animals and that we are of nature is like very awesome and cool. Lindsay, your book, because like, I'm like, it's so different. And I'd say that's something that I've learned the most about you. I had no idea you were just such a fascinating individual. Like you're just really very cool. I just like how you like to figure things out on your own. So like the book, I can't wait. I also have never read a graphic novel. Leah's book, because it's just like, oh my God, I'm so weird, guys. Like I could talk about trauma all day. Like
I'm the same with you, Kara.
I know. Like I could hours. I just be like, let's talk about it. Sarah, your book, because I'm like, it's Malcolm Gladwell. Like there's only a few people in this world who I'm just like, their brains are like amazing, like Sam Harris, Malcolm Gladwell. I'm just like, so cannot wait. Oh my God.
What's your book
Kim.
again, Kara?
Oh, mine
Stress
is
Burnout.
Burnout. Yeah, that I just find fascinating because it's like a giant, well, it's just selfish. It's a huge permission slip for myself because as I'm a therapist in training, I'm realizing I'm going into a system that functions in a certain way. And I feel very much like an oddball. Like I want to incorporate a whole bunch of things that aren't typically accepted in academia under therapy. I think therapy, in my mind, is so much more than just talk therapy. Like get your body involved. So I'm excited about my book, of course. And then Kim, I know already your book is going to be like my top #1 favorite, but I'm scared. I'm very scared to read your book. I'm looking forward to it, but like absolutely petrified. I'm like, okay, you're going to need to be in a good place for reading this one. Yeah.
Kim, what's the name of your book again?
I think it's they called me #1.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. They called me #1. I feel nervous about that one too, only because I just recently read 5 Little Indians, and I needed to take I read romantic novels after. I needed a real like emotional break.
I love that your healing came
book.
through romantic novels. I had to read 50 Shades of Grey. A lot.
No,
of
not
time.
that kind of.
I
Not
turned
that
to
kind of
children's
romantic
book.
novel.
Pride and Prejudice, probably.
You're right, like Victorian romance novels. Victorian.
I thought you were giving yourself self-care.
Although I did read a modern one that was really good, but parts of it was way too steamy for me. I was like, oh my gosh, what if someone knew I was reading this?
I can remember I read
Ideally, your husband.
Who wrote this book? Jenna Jameson, maybe? Like How to Be a Porn Star or How to Make Love Like a Porn Star. And that was when I was commuting. So I'd be like on the GO train, and there's like there's one of those books that has pictures in the middle, right? And it's like, anyway, I was wondering who might be seeing me reading that.
On the GO train.
No. For me, I'm looking forward, I think, most to, what is it called again? Fun Home. I've never read a graphic novel either. So I'm looking forward to that because I've never read a graphic novel. But I'm really, like Kara, I'm looking forward to all the books. So I'm excited about the season. And I wonder what the fan books will be now.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to the fans because, like, already we have some submissions, don't we? Or people who are interested. So
That's so exciting.
it'll be hard to choose if we have more than 2.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
I guess
like,
we'll just
what
have
do
to
you
do a
choose?
season 3.
And Leah, what are you looking forward to best? The most?
Oh, Malcolm Gladwell, Talking to Strangers, for sure. Yeah, that's it.
Well, that seems like a natural ending.
It does, because I think
Can we like Brady Bunch high five each other? I'm high fiving Sarah and Meredith when I do this.
1, 2, 3. Oh no!
Right.
Oh no!
Did it
Oh
work?
no! I fucking fucked it up.
What did you do?
You did. I tried doing it. It did not work.
Leah's doing this. You're falling forward.
So what? Let's keep it. It's hilarious.
I like it. Great. I'm keeping it. Done.
Of course.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Well, thank you everybody for this season. Thank you, Sarah, so much for all of the hard work that you've done. You have tirelessly listeners. She edits everything every single week, spends hours. She works on all of like stuff for social media. You know, Kara's done a lot of the social media. Kim did the song. Meredith does the blog. Leah does all the swag and the
art.
And the art that for the things. So
And
help
Lindsay's the
with the
show notes.
website.
Make sure we
Yeah,
have our
all the
research in
show-
check.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Lindsay does all the
You're
show notes.
the
Thank God.
Enabler of the team. Yeah.
She brought us Squiggy.
And the authors, right? She's out
Yes.
there
Reaching
seeing
out to
if
the
any
authors.
authors want to come.
So great. Thanks, guys.
Season 2 launches on January 3rd.
Be there
2022.
or be square. Yeah. Or be square and be there. We like everyone.
Or any shape.
Come as you are. Just come.
Come as a hexagon. Just do it.
come and read
Just come. That's the next
50
t-shirt.
Shades of Grey.
Just come.
Yeah.
No, poor Sarah.
If you've enjoyed these video highlights, listen to the full episode on our YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts. Remember to like and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when new episodes are published. Find out more by going to www.bookinterrupted.com.
On Book Interrupted.
Never forget, every child matters.